guys. Wow. It has been a hot minute since I vlogged. Now, some of you don't care, I'm sure. Some of you are wondering, why haven't you been vlogging, Alicia? Well, the simple thing is, I've been mad busy, but I've actually been planning a lot. And I have a lot of explaining to do, a lot of updates. As I keep saying, I'm probably gonna just post the clips previously to this where I'm like, yeah, I'm back, and I'm actually never back. It's a lot. I do a lot that you guys don't know about. I like to keep some of my life private despite what people think. I'm active on Instagram a lot, but even then, again, I don't share everything for the simple fact, like, I just want some privacy in my life. So I do a lot of things. And lately, life has been extra busy. But also, I have been devoting myself to my new coach's plan 150% until the past week. The past week I've lost my appetite, so it's kind of been rocky. I've been getting like three meals of the 5 in on average, which kind of sucks. Like sometimes I literally am not hungry at all and I forget to eat. And that's not normal for me. Like normally I'm starving all the time. So that's just kind of been my struggle in the past week. Now, did I ever announce who my new coach was? I don't think so. So for those you were wondering, or those that you are not on social media, I do tag him occasionally. I'm just in my off season, so it's still, so there's nothing to like, really like show off. You know what I mean? It's a lot of the same thing, a lot of the same food, a lot of the same workouts, day in, day out, day in, day out. However, I am working with an amazing coach, and of all the coaches I've had, you guys have known, like I had my shit ex, before that I had Bombshell Fitness, fine, I was bikini then, and then I had Shane Hughley, love Shane a lot, like super amazing, he did my pro debut, and then I was with Dorian Hamilton. I learned from him a lot about certain supplements, a little bit of like health stuff, and just a different coaching approach. She has a much different coaching approach for like Team HD and him than I was ever used to. Totally fine. Then I switched to Nelson Jones. I'm not a coach hopper. There's just like, you know, situations happen, you know? I switched to Nelson Jones. Loved Nelson until he got sick and whatever the heck was going on there. I really haven't spoken much to him since I did leave him, and that's just my personal choice. I feel like maybe I'll reach out to him someday. I do miss our chats. I considered him a good friend. I'm just gonna move you over here. I considered him a good friend. He is like a great guy, great coach. I would refer people to him. I think he's great. If anyone ever asked me about him, it just wasn't what I was looking for in a coach. And I'm not really sure like what I was looking for at the time, and it worked. It worked for a bit. And then I got to a point where I think my body is very unique. It takes a lot of monitoring. I am also, you know, an intelligent coach myself. I have a kinesiology degree, as well as many certifications. I understand the science of sport and health and fitness. And so it's important to me to always continually learning. And I did learn from all my previous coaches. But I found something was lacking. And I didn't want to be a big guru named coach's client and get lost in the mix and just be another girl and not have someone care about my health. And anybody can get anyone shredded. Like, it's not rocket science, calorie deficit, you know, training, yada, 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 yada. You can get anybody peeled. But can you get them there in a long-term longevity life in this sport? A lot of coaches, no. Absolutely not. They'll throw a bunch of drugs at you, throw a bunch of cardio at you, drop your calories really low, sure, get you peeled, get to stage. Is that healthy? Absolutely not. We have so many deaths in this industry lately that it's quite scary. I am new to the sport relatively. I always say that. I mean, I've only been competing seriously since 2017 in figure. Became a pro in 2018, did my pro debut in 2019, and I have not stepped on stage since. So, there's a couple of reasons why I haven't stepped on stage. You know, I have had actually a couple of failed preps, or attempted at a prep. I wouldn't even say I was really into the preps because I had a lot going on in my personal life, to which I've learned I can't even speak about because it hurts someone's ego. So anyway, that aside, I knew that I wanted to go with a coach that I can learn from, that's very scientific based, that understands the human body very well, is knowledgeable, and cares. And money, cost of the coach, not a factor. The results and my life and my health are what is important to me, and someone whose credentials fit that. So I contacted a few different coaches. I mean, along the road, I contacted Mountain Dog before he died. I was very interested in Mountain Dog. Chose Nelson at the time. I contacted Andrew Vu. I contacted Shelby Starnes, both of which said that they would accept me. But the interactions that I got from them were, I just felt like I was going to be just another check-in. I wasn't going to be a priority. I wasn't going to be, it would have just been another prep kind of like previous where I just get me lean. It's like not rocket science, starve me to death, give me a bunch of cardio, whatever. I didn't want that. And my interaction with my current coach at the same time was just amazing. The man sends video feedback to your check-in email. He explains why he's giving you every single supplement that you have. He addresses every single sentence you say to him in an email or a check-in or whatever it is when you're talking to him. He addresses it. I was getting check-ins back sometimes from my previous coaches that wouldn't even address, like, I'm more fatigued this week, like, and not give me a deload. They just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Now the body's smart and it wants to survive. You can't keep pushing and pushing. As much as hardcore, no days off, grind it out, work hard mentality that you have, David Goggins, freaking E.T. the hip hop preacher, grind it out, your body's gonna be like, fuck you, bitch. You can't. And that's what happened to me previously. And I didn't want that to happen again to me after taking this much time off to heal my body, my mind, just, you know, recomposition my body, to just throw it all away again in a death prep. So it was super important to me to pick somebody that I can learn from and like has all those things that I'm looking for in a coach personally. And he has proven results with his previous athletes. He's won 2 Olympia titles with Shanique Grant. And then she switched to Mountain Dog and lost. But I mean, the results speak for themselves. And he takes time to learn your body before he will let you prep, which is what we have been doing since about October. It is now mid-March. And I have never ate this much in my life. I am doing less cardio than I ever have. I'm enjoying my workouts. He changes things based on my biofeedback, based on my communication with him. And I couldn't be happier right now, and I'm excited to hopefully start a prep soon. And what I want to do is actually document this prep wholly. I have never given you guys, I've given you guys lots of content, but I've never shared check-in photos and my diet and my complete training and when things are switching and when we're adjusting things. And I want to do that. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how. Some of it will be on YouTube, some of it will be on Instagram, but I want to either do a membership site or I want to do a Patreon where I'm going to share everything in more detail to people who are 100% interested in following along in my journey, and not for free, because I feel like I am at a place in my career where I value sharing my knowledge, but I also want to make sure that that value is going to people who actually care about me and my goals and are interested in the sport and want to learn. So I think that's really important to me, and I've been wanting to do something like that for a really long time. So it'll either be my own personal membership site where you'll find all these content details, or on a Patreon. I haven't decided. I still have a little bit of time before we probably start our prep. I have a couple more tests and things that we have to do to make sure my body's running optimally. Another great thing about Johnny is I did some blood work. He implemented supplements based on the results of the blood work, which I really do love, and I do that with my clients, so I really appreciate that. And so, yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update when it comes to, like, what's Alicia doing? Why hasn't she competed? You know, lots of factors: personal, physical, mental, emotional. Gas is crazy right now, but it has dropped 15 cents, so I'm gonna get gas today. Yeah, and it's just a lot of factors. I wasn't in the right headspace too. I also needed to recomposition my body because I can build muscle easily, and that's not the direction I want to go yet in my career. I don't have a desire to do women's physique. I would like to stay figure because I love figure. But with that said, I know that I am 100% trusting my coach and following his plan, and we are going to bring something to the figure stage that is absolutely something that I have never brought, and I'm really excited to bring. So with that said, I'm now at Starbucks and I have a lot to do, so we're gonna leave the video here today. I'm gonna start getting better at closing off and opening up my videos. We're gonna leave it here today. If you made it to the end of my ramble and my drive, I appreciate you. You are a true queen or king. And 2022, I'm not sure what we're gonna call this series, but maybe my time or something like that, because I feel like my time as a pro is coming. So with that said, I'll talk to you guys soon.